morning, students. Today we are going to discuss this particular chapter, general principles and process of isolation of elements. The processes of isolation. Processes of isolation of elements. I think you must have gone through the chapter as preliminarily reading, and you would have found certain things or certain terms which are newer to you and certain which you have learned earlier in your earlier classes. But you see in your book it is written the objective of this lesson should be known to you is what? Okay? After studying this unit as it is written in your book, you should know the terms like mineral, source, concentration, benefaction, calcination, roasting, refining, etc. Can understand the principles of oxidation and reduction as applied to the extraction process, apply the thermodynamic concepts like the Gibbs energy and entropy to the principle of extraction of aluminium, copper, zinc and iron, explain why reduction of certain oxides like Cu2O, copper oxide is much easier than that of Fe2O3, and that will be there in Ingham diagram. Explain why CO, carbon monoxide, is a favorable reducing agent at certain temperatures, while coke is better in some other cases, as in the case of iron, you would be learning. Explain why specific reducing agents are used for the reduction processes. Okay, so let us learn the first part or the first stanza of the chapter which is given. You know that there are certain elements which are found in the native state. For example, carbon is found in native state, gold is found in native state, noble gases are found in native state. And the reason is known to you is that they are not normally reacting with other species chemically. While there are substances, particularly metals, which are very reactive in nature, you won't found magnesium its pure form. It would be found maybe in so many ores or so many impurities, like magnesium form in oxide form, Mg, or it is not. Okay, or say for example, iron is found in the form of Fe2O3, right? Or it is also found in the form of FeS2. Now, what are these things? By now you know Fe2O3 is ferric oxide, then FeS2 is ferric sulfide, etc. So, learning of this chapter particularly involves 2-3 things which we should know. Why some metals are not found in the native state. They are needed to be extracted, they are needed to be isolated. And they should be isolated because of their proper uses. It is known to you they are quite useful, for example. So, the first of all, we should know two terms which is very relevant in this chapter, mineral and ore. And how are they different? You have got these two terms in your book, and you have learned in earlier classes also. A mineral is a substance which is found in rocks, right? From rocks, minerals are obtained. Minerals are not pure forms, while ores are the substances from which the metals are extracted. So, ores can be defined as the substances from which the metals are profitably extracted or reduced. And this is the particular term which we are going to discuss in this chapter in a very real manner. You see, an ore, it is written in your book, contains only a desired substance to some extent, not completely. Like if I say Fe2O3 it is an ore, FeS2 it is an ore, and you can see here two substances or two elements are mixed. One is iron, the other one is oxygen. One is iron, the other one is sulfur. One is magnesium, the other one is oxygen. So ores are containing these substances together, and they can be extracted into the useful form. Like iron can be extracted from them. And how are they extracted? They are extracted by certain processes. There are 2-3 important processes from which the elements are extracted from their ores. And these processes are, the first one is concentration of ores. Okay. The second one is isolation of element from isolation of element can be obtained by refining it. So these are the three processes, and they are combinedly known as metallurgy. So metallurgy is the process of extraction of metals from their respective ores profitably. ठीक है, मेटल्स को ओर से निकालने के लिए जो प्रोसेस इस्तेमाल करते हैं उसको मेटलर्जी कहा जाता है। अब तुम्हारी बुक में है द सेकेंड स्टैंजा इन योर बुक और सेकेंड यूनिट इन योर बुक, द टॉपिक इज अकरेंस ऑफ मेटल्स। हाउ आर मेटल्स अकर? In nature, metals do not occur in native form, and you see there are certain metals like this within your book. You go through your book simultaneously. The main ore of aluminium is bauxite, or we can say aluminium is found in the bauxite form. Aluminium can be found from bauxite. You have learned in previous classes, earlier classes also, that bauxite is the ore which is chiefly rich in aluminium. फ्रांस में बॉक्स नाम का एक शहर है जहाँ सबसे पहली बार ये मिला था, इसीलिए उसका नाम बॉक्साइट हो गया। एंड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ ओर इज दिस? इट इज AlOX. इट इज रिटन हियर। X is the number, you can say it can be Al2O3 or Al3O4, AlOX, OH, both sides. This is the formula for bauxite. So aluminium can mainly be extracted from bauxite. Now, bauxite is the ore from which the aluminium can be extracted. Likewise, iron, which is another important metal known to you, very much in use. It is industrially very viable, very useful, and can be obtained from four of its sources. Chiefly इसके चार रूप पाए जाते हैं. You see in your book it is written. One is hematite, मैग्नेटाइट, आपकी बुक में देखो ये लिखा हुआ है, देन यू कैन से सिडेराइट एंड पायराइट्स, सिडेराइट्स एंड आयरन पायराइट्स. So four different types of ores are there from which iron can be extracted, in which hematite is chiefly oxide ore. Why oxide ores? Oxygen is there present. Likewise, magnetite is also oxide ore, and you can see it is Fe3O4. Magnetic substance is both. Siderite, it is carbonate ore, FeCO3. The ore is chiefly carbonate. And iron pyrite is sulfide ore, it is FeS2. पहले ही बताया. Likewise, copper has certain ores in the form of copper pyrites, malachite, cuprite, copper clans. ये चीज़ें आप बुक से पढ़ सकते हो. So you can find out that ores are the substances from which the minerals can be extracted profitably. Sorry, the metals can be extracted profitably, and the process is said to be as metallurgy. इस process को क्या बोलते हैं? Metallurgy. अब हमारे लिए सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट है what should we learn in this chapter properly, or what are the steps of metallurgy, like steps of the first one is concentration of ores. और ये बहुत important, the ore is concentrate. See, from the nature ore is found in a very impure form, right? Impurity like clay, ganj, बहुत सारी गंदगी मिली होती है. So ore is to be concentrated. Now what is concentration? Removal of unwanted substances from ores. They are called as ganj. Pronounced as ganj. Gangue. This is chiefly clay material, or we can say जो मिट्टी पार्टिकल या गंदगी होती है उसको निकाल देते हैं. इसको कैसे करते हैं? अनवांटेड सैंड क्ले को हटाने के लिए 3 तरीके हैं। यू कैन सी कॉन्सेंट्रेशन, ड्रेसिंग और मैन्युफैक्चरिंग। सो फ्रॉम गैंज ore can be extracted by concentration, dressing or manufacturing। ये दोनों एक भी हो सकते हैं, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एंड ड्रेसिंग। ड्रेसिंग इज एक्चुअली say the metal or the ore, metal ore is particularly dressed, or it should have only the important material which can easily be separate। So concentration में कितने तरीके, how many different ways by which the ore can be concentrated? The first one is hydraulic washing। By using vacuum pumps, water pressure and etc. The gangue of clay particles can easily be removed। वैक्यूम पैप लगा के जो मिनरल एक्सट्रैक्ट किया निकाला उसको आसानी से साफ कर लेते हैं। The process is called as hydraulic washing। You see it is written in your book। The process is an upward stream of running water is used to wash the powdered ore। आपको पता है सबसे पहले मिनरल्स को क्या करते हैं, क्रश करते हैं। क्रश करने के बाद उसको कॉन्सेंट्रेट करते हैं। On the concentration process, what is done? Concentration process, either it is washed with the help of water pressure, or sometimes vacuum pumps are also used with the help of air pressure. The removal of clay or sand particles become easy। The second one is magnetic separation। Magnetic separation। And as you are a 12th student with 12th standard, you know magnetic, what is the meaning of magnetic separation? Particularly magnetic ores or iron ores can be separated or concentrated by this process। By using huge magnets, the magnetic materials can be removed, okay, or can be separated from the clay particles or sand particles। And in your book you would find a magnetic separation process। Steam process is given। You might have seen, say roller is maintained like this, ठीक है, ये कन्वेयर बेल्ट है, यहाँ पे ओर डाल दिया, this ore is being passed, और यहाँ पे you see there are different ways। जैसे here also a collection center can be maintained, or where the metals can be collected here and the other substances can be collected here। So by these ways we can easily collect the magnetic material। Magnetic material can be collected in this way। So this is a magnetic roller is maintained। Say this mineral is containing some impurities with it, with some magnetic material not will be rotated, all the magnetic material will be dropped here while the impurities will be thrown out। The third one, which is the important one, is froth flotation process। This is very important from the point of view of examination। Froth flotation process। What is this process all about? We should froth flotation process, as the name suggests। froth मतलब झाग, flotation float। इसके लिए क्या करते हैं? Particularly it is done for the removal of copper ores, right? You would find, अगर तुम बुक थोड़ा सा पढ़ोगे तो सल्फाइड ores को concentrate करने का ये तरीका इस्तेमाल किया जाता है, froth flotation process। And you see what is done here, method is very much useful for the extraction of copper, because copper is found in the form of sulfide ores। In your book some lines is written which I should read out for you। In this process, in froth flotation process, a suspension of the powdered ore is made with water। Okay, so सबसे पहली चीज क्या है कि ore लिया, और उसको वाटर के साथ सस्पेंड कर, सस्पेंडेड पार्टिकल्स इन वाटर। इट इज गिवन इन योर बुक as well, you can see। So this is the first one। To it collectors and froth stabilizers are added। collectors जैसे पाइन ऑयल, फैटी एसिड, कुछ चीज़ें इसे मिला, पाइन ऑयल, फैटी एसिड्स, etc. There are certain names given, and the best way to recall the names, xanthids वगैरह ये कुछ चीज़ें हैं जो जिनका नाम है collectors. They are actually oil. Okay, so oil is mixed with water with suspended pores, right? These particles, that is xanthids, fine oil or fatty acids, are also called as collectors. So you must recall collectors क्या होते हैं? Collectors क्या होते हैं? जो पानी के साथ तेल या ऑयल मिलाया जाता है और के साथ उसको collectors बोलते हैं. कुछ नाम जैसे xanthids, fine oil, fatty oil, etc. ये याद रखना. So this is the process. इसके बाद क्या है? Now ये जब इसको मिलाते हैं तो ये नॉन वेटेबिलिटी को बढ़ाता है, मीन्स मिक्स करने की कैपेसिटी को बढ़ाता है. इट इन्हांसेस द नॉन वेटेबिलिटी ऑफ मिनरल पार्टिकल्स एंड फ्रॉथ स्टेबिलाइजर्स. नाउ व्हाट आर द फ्रॉथ स्टेबिलाइजर्स? किसी जो फ्रॉथ बनाते हैं ऐसे फ्रॉथ स्टेबिलाइजर्स है क्रेसॉल्स, एनिलीन्स, दे आर कॉल्ड एज फ्रॉथ stabilizers. So froth is stabilized with the help of this. Okay. The mineral particles become wet by the oil while the gas particles by the water. अब यहाँ पे क्या किया है? ओर है, पानी है, तेल है, ठीक है. आपकी बुक में क्या लिखा है? मिनरल पार्टिकल किसके साथ मिल जाएगा? ऑयल के साथ मिल जाएगा. और गैस, सैंड, क्ले पार्टिकल्स किसके साथ मिल जाएगा? वाटर के साथ. अब इसके बाद काम शुरू होता है. एक रोटेटिंग पैडल का इस्तेमाल. A rotating paddle is used, which is rotated vigorously. पैडल को बहुत तेजी से घुमाते, राइट. अब इस पैडल को घुमाने की वजह से क्या होता है? फ्रॉथ पैदा होता है, झाग पैदा होती है. The froth is formed by using this rotation of the paddle. You can see. Now, as a result, froth is formed, which is written, and the froth will be carrying mineral particles in it. Froth में क्या होगा? मिनरल. अभी पता है ना कि ऑयल में मिनरल मिल जाता है या और मिल जाएगा. सो मिनरल पार्टिकल्स विल बी हैविंग फ्रॉथ विद दिस. यू कैन सी. आफ्टर दिस फ्रॉथ इज फॉर्म्ड. फ्रॉथ इज लाइट. इट कैन बी इजीली स्कूप्ड आउट और स्किम्ड ऑफ एंड देन इट इज ड्राई. कई बार क्या होता है कि 2-3 तरह के, आज एक बच्चे ने पूछा भी था, 2-3 तरह के और एक साथ मिक्स होते हैं. जैसे आपको ZnS, zinc sulfide and PbS. These two both are sulfide particles or sulfide ores. These are mixed. Now what then? कौन सा ऊपर आएगा? फ्रॉथ किसका बनेगा? ZnS का बनेगा या PbS का बनेगा? तो उसके लिए एक पर्टिकुलर तरह की चीज़ का इस्तेमाल करते हैं, इसलिए इसका नाम होता है डिप्रेसेंट्स. मतलब इन सारी चीज़ों के साथ एक और चीज़ मिला लिया, जिसका नाम है डिप्रेसेंट. क्या नाम है? डिप्रेसेंट. अब ये क्या करेगा? इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल NaCN. डिप्रेसेंट नाम से ही पता है, डिप्रेस करना, दबाना, नीचे दबाना. अब ये डिप्रेस क्या करेगा? इट सेलेक्टिवली प्रिवेंट्स ZnS फ्रॉम कमिंग टू द फ्रॉथ. अब ये दोनों अगर मिक्सड हैं तो ये फ्रॉथ में जो झाग बनेगा यहाँ पे, उसमें जिंक सल्फाइड नहीं आएगा, उसमें केवल PbS आएगा, जिसको आप आसानी से अलग कर सकते हैं. So these depressants are used to separate the mixture of sulfide ores in the ore, right? This should be known. This whole process is said to be as froth rotation process. और भी कई तरीके हैं. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि बड़े बड़े टैंक्स बनाए होते हैं, उसके नीचे बहुत बड़े बड़े फैंस लगा देते हैं, पानी डाल देते हैं, उसमें ऑयल डाल देते हैं, जैसा कि मिलता है कलेक्टर्स, फिर डिप्रेसेंट्स डाल देते हैं, बहुत तेज़ी से फ़ैन चलाते हैं तो झाग पैदा होती है, फ्रॉथ पैदा होती है. उस फ्रॉथ को आसानी से निकाल देते हैं क्योंकि वो हल्का होता है, जितनी गंदगी होती है नीचे बैठ जाती है, और झाग को आसानी से ऊपर से निकाल देते हैं. उस झाग के अंदर सल्फाइड ओर होता है. उस सल्फाइड ओर को बाद में कॉन्सेंट्रेट करके फिर से ऑक्साइड ओर में कन्वर्ट किया जाता है एंड द मेटल इज एक्सट्रैक्टेड. So this is a complex process, but while learning concentration, we should take care of froth rotation process. Okay, froth is produced and sulfide ores can be separated by this method. You can see in your book it is written the innovative washerman also. It is an additional learning which you should go through your book. The fourth one given here is leaching. And leaching is also one of the important process. The fourth process of concentration is called as leaching. How is leaching done? You see, leaching is used if the ores insoluble in some suitable solvent. लीचिंग कब किया जाता है? जब ओर्स को कुछ खास चीज़ों में ही घोला जा सके. लीचिंग ऑफ एल्यूमिनियम फ्रॉम बॉक्साइड इज पर्टिकुलरली गिवन इन योर बुक वी शुड नो. प्रिंसिपल ऑफ एल्यूमिनियम बॉक्साइड जो अभी हमने पढ़ा, इसके अंदर क्या हो सकता है? बॉक्साइड के साथ SiO2 क्वार्ट्ज. दिस इज से द पार्टिकल्स विच आर इम्प्योर इन नेचर. इसके साथ आयरन ऑक्साइड हो सकता है, टिटेनियम ऑक्साइड हो सकता है, TiO2. These are the impurities. Impurities with what? With bauxite. Bauxite में ये सारे impurities हो सकते हैं. Now these impurities are to be removed. They are to be removed so that the bauxite ore can be concentrated, and this is done by the process of leaching. It is called as leaching. कैसे करते हैं इसको? Leaching is done by digesting the powder ore with a concentrated solution of NaOH. मतलब इन सारी चीज़ों अभी बता था ना, LaOX, OH, all thrice, 2X, this is bauxite plus these materials. Okay, this is the impurity form. Now this ore is mixed along with sodium hydroxide. NaOH के साथ इसको mix कर दिया. After mixing with NaOH, it is heated at particular temperature pressure condition, say 473 to 523 Kelvin, 473 to 523 Kelvin, and at 36 bar pressure, or we can say atmosphere. Okay, Al2O3 is leached out. अब इसमें से Al2O3 निकाल देंगे, which is chiefly bauxite. जो क्या है? Bauxite ore. अब इसके अंदर से एल्यूमिनियम निकालना आसान होगा. दिस एल्यूमिनियम इज इजीली रिमूव. लेकिन इसके अंदर से एल्यूमिनियम निकालना AlOX OH होल थ्राइस 2X प्लस SiO2 प्लस FeO प्लस TiO2, इन सब में से एल्यूमिनियम निकालना बहुत मुश्किल था. एंड फॉर दिस द लीचिंग इज डन. फॉर लीचिंग this material is mixed with a strong alkali. NaOH is sodium hydroxide. It is a strong alkali. It is mixed and that heated at temperature 473 to 523 Kelvin at 36 bar pressure. You can see the equation is written in your book. You must go through the equation. Equation is very important. देखो मैं तुम्हें यहाँ पे लिख भी देता हूँ just to remind you once again. The leaching is done accordingly. See here. दिस इज रिमूव्ड आउट. अब इसके बाद एल्यूमिनियम को निकालना आसान हो जाएगा. सो दीज आर ऑल कॉन्सेंट्रेशन प्रोसेसेस. आज के लिए इतना ही. बस अभी आपको कुछ क्वेश्चंस देंगे. वी शुड नो लाइक क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, व्हाट आर मिनरल्स? Differentiate between a mineral and a ore. Mineral and ore. Name the chief ores of iron, copper, aluminium. ये आपको लिखना. 4. What is metallurgy? And 5. What are concentration processes? आपको 4 बताए, हाइड्रोलिक वॉशिंग, मैग्नेटिक सेपरेशन, फ्लोटेशन प्रोसेस, लीचिंग, इन सब का डिटेल्स यहाँ पे आप ऐड कर लो, एक्सप्लेन. So this is how you would be learning the chapter. Okay.